Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era and this is your boy Ahmed, and today we're going to go through the crypto markets. So let's begin. While the crypto market and the stock market were bleeding red, people were fearful and scared, the whales were accumulating. They have been buying up BTC left, right and center. This graph shows you what they've been doing. The purple line here shows you exactly what they've been doing. The whale's active address in the last 24 hours were buying the dip. Not only were they buying the dip, they were also buying the dip on the grayscale ETF. It's the first time that the grayscale ETF saw inflows after billions of selling pressure in January. So the biggest spot ETF has now started to buy more Bitcoins. Their clients want Bitcoin. Some of their corporate clients, some of their pension funds, some of their boomers, these individuals were buying the dip. The Grayscale Fund is the largest BTC ETF by asset management. It saw a net inflow of new money from investors. This happens time and time again. Buy when it's red. When there's blood on the streets, you buy. The article continues and says the Grayscale product had been the dominant conventional investment vehicle for those looking to invest in BTC without directly purchasing the cryptocurrency, but it has some competition from January. As soon as January happened, we got BlackRock and several other ETFs. They've got more and more competition. Grayscale has much higher fees and investors yanked billions of dollars from it. Its BTC holdings have dropped from 600,000 to around 290,000. While the Friday inflows ends Grayscale's withdrawals, BlackRock is challenging the fund for the biggest holder in BTC. Grayscale now holds 18.1 billion in assets versus BlackRock, which holds 26 billion. During the downturn, during the red markets last week, people were buying. A lot of smart money were buying during this stage. And this is the net inflows. So as you can see here, we got to a bottom of around 58,313. And as you can see, big green candles. There was a lot of inflows coming into exchanges, scooping up BTC at these prices. Not only that, miners also had a time where they weren't selling. They were not selling. Miners had an opportunity to sell. They didn't sell. The price was heading down, but miners were not selling. So this is very, very bullish. Miners are convinced and they feel that prices are going to go higher. So as the price kept on going down, the miners were confident and they held on to their BTC. They didn't sell during this stage as they believe that the prices are going to get higher. They have more conviction, so they held at during these prices. And during the cycle, we have the bull and bear cycle, and the blue colors indicate extreme fear. We're in an extreme bearish environment. The yellow line, or shall I say the orange line, is when we're overheated. So let me just zoom in for you. So this here is an indication where we're in overheated territory. And the last time we were here was during the price when it was around 26,400. So this is a correctionary period, but not only is it a correctionary period, it's the largest correction we've had during this bull cycle. So officially, in my opinion, the bull market started from here. Right over here, the bull market started. So if we look back and if we analyze how often we had a drawback, so from here to here, we had a drawback. From wick to wick, we had a drawback of 22%. And then again, we had another drawback from wick to wick at 20%. And then I can go further. We had another drawback from wick to wick, 21.45%. And then finally, we had another one here from wick to wick, which was 20%. And then finally, we have one more downturn, which was the deepest retracement, and it's 23.47%. So this is just a correctionary period in BTC, and it's very systematic. In hindsight, it looks obvious, but during these moments, we get very fearful, very scared, and during these periods, people get very, 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 very extremely bearish. And this is just bullish to me, in my personal opinion. When more and more people get bearish, this is a great opportunity for me to buy because the risk to reward is favorable towards me. But when you actually live in it, it's very hard to see the smoke and mirrors. Honestly, it's very, very difficult. If you're a newbie, if this is your first cycle, second cycle, it's difficult. You're going to be all over the place. You might not have that conviction, and you're going to start believing whatever people tell you or whatever the herd thinks is right. So you're going to start believing what the herd is doing. But ultimately, whatever the herd is thinking is normally wrong in markets. In markets, whatever the herd is telling you is normally wrong. Now, in growing up in society, it's different. Whatever the herd is telling you, then yeah, it might have some lessons there. People have gone through that path already, so you can take that advice. But in crypto, in markets, whatever the herd thinks is right is normally not the case. Look at Google, look at Amazon, look at Nvidia, look at BTC. If anyone listened to the bears, then you would have missed out on so much opportunity. It would have been crazy. If you would listen to people during these times, yeah, when the prices were like 14,000, the chart doesn't even go all the way back. But if you listen to people when it was like $10, $20, $30, $100, you would have been a fool. Like, in my personal opinion, if you listen to these bears and really listen to them, you would have missed out in so much opportunity. Yeah, if you actually paid attention and actually listened to the herd, you would have missed out on the biggest rally of your entire life. You would have missed out on so many gains. You would have missed out on BTC during, like, when it was $1,000, when it was $500, when Ethereum was only 20 cents. If you'd listened to all of these naysayers, you would have gone nowhere in life. Like, this is the time where, especially, we're halfway through the bull market. We're halfway through the bull market, and you're listening to these people telling you it's going to be the top. It's not the top yet. I'm not a permabull, but I'm just stating the obvious. It's not about timing the market. It's time in the market. My friend, here we have it. My friend's back, Arthur Hayes. Well. If you don't know me, and this is your first time you ever met me, I've always counter traded Arthur Hayes. I've always done it. I think there's many reasons why I've done a counter trade on Arthur. First, I believe he manipulates markets. He gets paid, or he pays some of these articles to write stuff for him. So wherever he writes or wherever he puts out there, I always counter trade Arthur Hayes. That's how I've always been. And I made another video where he was saying that we're going to have a mega crash and BTC is going to go all the way down to 30,000. Yet it didn't go to 30,000. I counter traded him and I bought more. So in this article, he's saying that we're going to see a bounce and the correction is over. The correction is over and we're going to see a slow grind higher. BTC will likely trade in a range between 60,000 and 70,000 in the few coming months. And he sounds quite bearish. So since he said this, I think we're going to go and make all-time new highs. Since he said these comments, I think we're going higher and further. I think we're going to get to 80K in a few weeks. 80 or 90K in a few weeks. Since he said these comments, I'm going to counter trade him and I think we're going to go higher. He was bearish back then. He's still slightly bearish, but he's just saying we're going to range for a while. So the article continued and said BTC jumped nearly 5% due to the soft US job data. The dovish Fed meeting results mean the US dollar surge likely topped, helping cryptocurrencies. So let's check out the DXY. DXY is currently at $105. I think DXY is probably going to go like something like this. We're going to head back down. We're going to head down 2026, 27, maybe by 28, we're going to have the DXY come back again. Maybe break this. We're on a huge, massive pennant. As you can see, we're on a huge pennant. So if it breaks this side, it's bearish. We're heading back down. It's bullish for us, of course. But if it goes and breaks at this, then it's going to be very, very bearish for crypto and stocks. And in the future, we're going to find out which side is going to break. I don't think it's going to break anytime soon during these few years, but we'll see. Anything is possible, but this is a telltale sign and it's a massive pennant. We have the jobs report. It was a miss. The expectations were at 243,000 jobs and we came short. The actual numbers were 175,000 jobs. Interest rates and the dollar have both risen sharply in 2024 as expectations of a slowing economy and inflation has failed to pan out. The article continues and says interest rates and the dollar have both risen sharply in 2024. Expectations of a slowing in economy and inflation have failed to pan out, but today's report suggests a possible change in trend. The US economy added 175,000 from the non-farms payroll, and the forecast was at 243,000 jobs. Interest rates and the US dollar have both risen sharply. In fact, interest rate hikes have begun to enter the chat. So finally, it says traditional markets are taking the news well. The US stock index futures are now higher and it's gone up 1%. The 10-year, now pay attention, the 10-year treasury yield has plummeted, has tumbled 11 basis points to 4.46%. So if we look at the bond market, we're going to have a better understanding. If I just find the 10-year for you. So this is the 10-year, and the 10-year is heading down. We made a higher low, as you can see. We made a higher low and we're heading back down, which means there's a possible interest rate cuts. The peak, the absolute peak during this whole cycle was at 5%. So we've hit this target at 5%. Basically, in layman terms, the bond traders think that we've made enough hikes and we're heading back down. I can see a head and shoulders forming, but who knows? It's a bit too early. I can see a head and shoulders forming. Maybe do something similar to, do something like this, and then we break down, and then the neckline from here to here, possibly gonna head back down to maybe 3.35%. Who knows? This is just dubious speculation at the moment, but I can see a neckline from here, and we'll see what happens next. But I think hikes are definitely over. It's just a matter of when they're gonna do the cuts, and as soon as these cuts happen, it's gonna be bullish for altcoins. It's gonna be bullish for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and every other coin in the space. BTC price targets currently at $63,697.10. We're up 1.30%. As you can see, we are in a parallel channel and we're just about to head to the top of the channel. Hopefully we'll come back down, hit this as support at $61,249, and then we can carry on going further and higher. For the meantime, this looks very bullish. It's reclaimed this area. Hopefully we can consolidate around this area and move forward. There is a very, very important date, and the date is on the 15th of May. I'm going to keep my eye on this date. I think the entire market is going to keep an eye on this date, and it's the CPI result on the 15th of May. On Wednesday, the 15th of May, we're going to get the CPI numbers. If the CPI numbers are high, BTC is heading back down. All risk assets are heading back down. If the CPI number is low and it's come back down or it's hit expectations, then BTC and all risk assets are gonna pump. Simple as that. So this is going to be very, very pivotal and very important. For the meantime, we're probably going to head up higher, maybe break this channel because this is bullish. It's a falling wedge. A falling wedge, well, 70 or 80% of the time, a falling wedge is bullish. So hopefully we break this channel, head up higher, hit resistance at 68,000, and then we can head up further. I'm going to counter trade Arthur Hayes, and whatever he's on, I'm doing the opposite. So he thinks we're going to consolidate around here for many, many months. I think we're going to break up higher. We'll see what happens. Ethereum price targets currently at $3,129.35. It's up 0.79%. We've currently made a double bottom. We've had a relief rally at the moment. We've got 3 green candles and we've gone above this resistance. We've got major resistance at 3,522. We've got another resistance at this level, which is at 3,285. Huge volume here. So it's going to be very, very important what Ethereum does next. We need to break this resistance and then hopefully break this ultimate resistance. And then after that, it's just literally thin air. After that, we're going to get to all-time high. There's no volume here. It's non-existent. ADA price targets. ADA price targets currently at 46 cents and it's up 0.39%. Alts are currently doing far better than BTC at the moment in the last couple of days. So we've had a little rally of 4 green bar candles right here and we've hit resistance. There is major resistance here, but ultimately the biggest resistance so far is at 54 cents and then it's at 57, and the max resistance, the most volume and the most selling pressure is at 61 cents. Ideally, what we need to do is form this as support and head up higher. Also, the RSI is forming a hidden bullish divergence, and we've also made a double bottom. From here to here, we made a double bottom, which is a typical reversal pattern. We had a massive drawdown, and I think the bleeding has finally stopped. We've gone down a whopping 50%, and I think we're going to head back up, maybe enter accumulation range around this area. But I think hopefully this is the bottom. This is actually the bottom. Hopefully we don't head back down and go through another stage of a deep accumulation stage. Hopefully we hit the bottom. I bought during these stages, so thankfully I'm still in profit. Solana price targets currently at $146.61. We're up 2%. Solana is doing very, very well. Similar price action to ADA. We're forming a hidden bullish divergence. We made a double bottom and now we're heading back up. Buyers have stepped back into the market and we had a massive drawdown, which was similar to alts to ADA, which was this had a massive drawdown of 43.46%. The next stage, this is just, there's no volume here, so I think we're just gonna melt through here, and the next resistance or the next major resistance is at $175. After that, the next resistance is at 186. Then ultimately it's just thin air from there. And then finally, we can do price discovery and head up higher. I don't want to count my eggs too soon, but it does look promising. We had already a major drawdown in the whole crypto space and also stocks as well. AVAX price targets currently at $36.48 is up 2.64%. We're doing really, really well. Likewise, same thing. Bullish hidden divergence, double bottom, and now we're heading up higher. The next major resistance is right here at $39.23. After that, major resistance is at 40 cents, followed by 43.90. After that, just straight thin air. We're gonna melt through this and head up higher. In the meantime, it's looking good. We had a drawdown, a healthy correction in alts. This happens in alts. This is a massive large cap, yeah, massive large cap. has billions in assets, so it's gone down 55.34%. So this is just normal in crypto. Yeah, we get huge drawdowns, but also we get massive gains. We get like 10x's, 5x's, 3x's, followed by maybe a 50% correction, 60% correction, sometimes 80% corrections. Dodge price targets currently at 16 cents, and we're up a whopping 11.31%. Meme coins are still here and they're still ripping. The volatility in meme coins is immense, and we're going to get meme coin season once again. And this market is very different to the 2017 market. Meme coins are actually a big thing. NFTs are no longer a big thing at the moment, and more retail, more and more players are jumping into meme coins. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Meme coins is a real thing. Don't let the boomers or don't let these other people convince you otherwise. Jump on the trend. It is a trend and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Meme coins is actually a thing. Now I get it. Some of you don't understand how to navigate through meme coins. I get it. Some people don't understand meme coins. They don't understand how it works. Why is it moving? What's the reason behind this? Why is the price action moving in this way? But you got to understand there is a market for this. And if you want to gain some alpha, some edge in all of these coins, join my private members club. It's on the link in the bio. So you just head over to price planning and you head there and you find the various prices. And I'm here to help you navigate through the entire crypto market. XRP price targets currently at 53 cents and we're up 0.55%. Now, same thing goes for here. Similar price action. Market makers, they do the same thing. Market makers do the same thing. And market makers, they're in so many different coins. So these market makers, they make the markets work similarly. So if a certain coin there is a correlation between many different coins. There's so many different correlations, similar correlations. So look at Link. Link is the same thing. It's currently at $14 and it's up 2.35%. Same thing, double bottom, bullish, hidden divergences. There's everything. All of these charts are forming bullish, hidden divergences, which means we're going to see an altcoin rally. Look at this. Double bottom is a massive indicator of a reversal pattern. Goes with Matic, same thing. Goes to Phantom, same thing. Goes to Stacks, same thing. We just made a double bottom on the RSI and also a double bottom on the price. We're heading to this trend line. We're going to hopefully form this trend line as a support, go back into the trend line and go carry on further and higher. As you can see, this trend line goes all the way back to November 2023 last year, and I can keep on going. BVM looks very bullish. It looks very good. At the moment, we've hit this area of support. We've hit this area and we made a huge bounce. We could head up to this area in no time. We're oversold on the RSI, on the daily. Let's look at the weekly. There's no information on the weekly because it's a new coin at the moment. So on the daily, we are oversold. Hopefully we head back up higher. That will be from here to here. That will be a 94% increase. It can do this because the market cap is relatively small. So the market cap is small. So I believe that definitely you can do this with BVM. We've got some major resistance around here. But once we get to this area of $5, it's just thin air. And then hopefully we get to price discovery. And then we can get to my medium targets in the future. But for now, it looks positive. Buyers have stepped back into the market. And this has the most confluence. This area, 2.756, has the most confluence. We might head back down, hit this, confirm it, form a double bottom, and then head up higher and further. So far, so good. BVM looks very promising. The team looks exceptional. The idea, the concept, everything about it looks very positive. The price action at the moment hasn't caught up to how innovative this product and this protocol really is. And then finally, we have another layer 2, which is mint layer. Currently, mint layer is at 36 cents and we're down at 2.46%. In the past few days, we had a very good bounce. We had a good bounce from here all the way to here. We had a 26% bounce from wick to wick. This is the on-chain analytics of mint layer. So these are some of the on-chain analytics of mint layer. Understand that mint layer used to be an ERC20 token, and then it moved over to its own chain. And some of the information is quite interesting. Some of these information, like some of the coin holders, is quite interesting. So these are some of the coin holders, and if I can show you properly, so these are some of the holders during this time, and some of the coin holders, some of the whales, some of the smaller holders, some of the fishes. There's different terminologies that we use in crypto. So some of them we consider them as whales, some holders we consider them as sharks, and the list goes on and on. Fishes, shrimps, and the list goes on and on. And these lines refer to, or these lines show that there's an increase in whales, there's an increase in sharks, there's an increase in fish, in shrimps, in small holders, there's an increase. So literally this is good news. So basically there's more and more people buying mint layer. The price is going down, but the holders are increasing, which is a bullish sign for mint layer in my personal opinion, because look, the price is going down, yet coin holders are increasing in value, and it's increasing. If it goes down and the price is going down, that's bearish. But at the moment we're slowly getting there, and we can see more and more coin holders are increasing as we go ahead. Let me take away some of these holders and let me show you this holder. So these are some of the holders. This is between, the holders are between, let me zoom out for you. So the red line here is quite interesting, and it's the holders between 1,000 to 10,000 coins, which is quite small, but it is a significant amount of coin holders. And as you can see here, which is very, very positive, that the price is going down, yet the coin holders of this class is going up. So it's going up straight to the left. That means more and more coin holders between 1,000 to 10,000 is increasing as the price is going down. So this is very, very bullish news. This is the volume indicator for mint layer, and the volume keeps oscillating around this area. The most interesting part is around this area, around the price of 33 cents, 35 to 33 cents was the most volume. So that shows that buyers are stepping back into the market. We had the most volume at this area at 35 to 33 cents is the most volume that we've had so far. So this could mean that we found the bottom. That's it for now. This is your boy Ahmed. I need to get a haircut. I need to freshen up. The weather's lovely outside. I hope you're having a lovely day, a lovely evening. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. There's a few people that watch my videos and they're not subscribed. If this is your first time, please subscribe. Wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good night. Peace.